What is going on, guys? JD from New York here, and this is a very special edition of WWE Behind the Mic. I'm at work the other night, and I'm bored as shit, and I'm thinking, what can I do to engage my WWE audience into something that we can all talk about? We all know WWE in 2015 was one of the worst booked WWE calendar years ever, creatively. They were all over the place. Mistake after mistake after mistake. Really nothing great happened in 2015 where I need to go back and relive that. If you look back at 2015, besides the Seth Rollins cash-in at WrestleMania, that was the only moment for the entire year that could be looked upon. If you think about a moment that happened this year, well, you'll look back on that 5, 10 years from now. That's the only moment in 2015 that was worth anything. I mean, there was great matches here and there. We had NXT. This is excluding NXT, by the way. I'm not excluding NXT into the WWE. I'm not, because it's two vastly different products. I'm talking about the main roster. We all know how great NXT is. But I'm thinking, what can I do for you guys to engage everybody in great discussion, being that we just rang in the new year. 2016 is fresh. I'm recording this a few hours right before the first Monday Night Raw goes live on the USA Network. Roman Reigns versus Sheamus with Vince McMahon as the special guest referee. WWE Championship match tonight. Nobody knows what's going to happen. A lot of intrigue, a lot of unpredictability. So, if something happens tonight on Monday Night Raw, you know, don't blame me for what we're talking about here. This is merely my guess. This is merely me as a wrestling fan giving you guys something that could happen in 2016. We're going to talk about my top 10 predictions in no particular order whatsoever. We're going to talk about my top predictions that I think will happen in 2016, okay? I figured this would get a lot of you guys talking, and it's going to be a great video. We're going to look back on this at the end of the year and see how many I got right, if I came even close, and it's a great topic of discussion, all right? So sit back, hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to run through my top 10. I'm going to give you guys my reasons for my top 10 and each choice that I chose. And it's in no particular order. So just sit back and enjoy, all right? Number one, right out of the gate that I got on my list right in front of me, Daniel Bryan. Everybody knows Daniel Bryan's hurt. The mystique of Daniel Bryan, will he retire? Will WWE force him out? Will they ever let him step foot in a WWE ring again? A lot is surrounding Daniel Bryan with Dr. James Maroon and the concussions and the wellness policy and all the lawsuits that WWE are going through right now with other wrestlers of years past who said that they did not take care of them as well as they should. It's a brutal sport. These people know what they are getting themselves into, okay? Daniel Bryan in 2016 will be back with the WWE. He will be at the Royal Rumble. Now, granted, I don't think Daniel Bryan is going to win the Royal Rumble. I don't think Daniel Bryan is going to be anywhere near the WWE Championship for WrestleMania season. That is all set away. That is all set in stone. And we'll talk about this on my list. But Daniel Bryan will be back in the Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan will have a strong showing in the Royal Rumble. Daniel Bryan will be in the Royal Rumble, which will set up his WrestleMania opponent. And come SummerSlam, when everything about WrestleMania and Roman Reigns and The Rock and Triple H and John Cena, when all that smoke has settled, Daniel Bryan, come the summertime, will be back in the WWE title hunt. We will be getting Daniel Bryan versus Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship, and we will get a classic series of matches between two of the very best in WWE. It only makes sense. WWE right now can really use Daniel Bryan's services. I understand why he's not on TV right now. I understand WWE's logic behind this. I'm not going to criticize them like I criticize everything else that they did in 2015. But if Daniel Bryan, which we know is healthy, he's been saying he's healthy, we know he's good to go. I know people who know Daniel Bryan in person, and he said that he's ready to go. He's been cleared. But I will say this. If the WWE wanted Daniel Bryan back now, they would have brought him back now. Because at this point in time, they could certainly use his presence on TV. Every Daniel Bryan segment, every Daniel Bryan moment on Monday Night Raw would have made that show that much better. But WWE is no fool. They do things sometimes that make sense. Right now, they are making do. It's 2016. There's no need for Daniel Bryan to be on TV towards the end of 2015 when it's not going to be that impactful. They know what they have in Daniel Bryan. If they don't, they are being ignorant. Daniel Bryan as a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble will be amazing. Nobody will know. He will be in the Rumble, and he will get the loudest reaction we've heard all year in 2015. Bryan will be back. Bryan will be at WrestleMania. Bryan will compete at WrestleMania. I don't know against who. There's a fury of names I could go through that I want Daniel Bryan to go up against at WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar, Kurt Angle. You know, you can put him in there against anybody. It doesn't fucking matter. I want him at WrestleMania in the ring. And come SummerSlam, I think Daniel Bryan will be back in the WWE title hunt. I think we're going to get a string of matches with Seth Rollins and Daniel Bryan. It only makes sense. Okay? Second thing on my mind, Kurt Angle. I did mention Kurt Angle. His retirement tour with TNA is towards the end of January, after the Royal Rumble, which means he is still employed by TNA. After that, he is done. He mentioned several times that he is retiring from active in-ring competition. He didn't say in professional wrestling. He said active in-ring competition. Okay? I don't know what that means. He's retiring from TNA. Kurt Angle will be back in the WWE in 2016. The only reason why he's saying these politically correct responses to the questions that he's been given is because he's still contracted with TNA. I would love for Kurt Angle to be in the Royal Rumble. I would love it. I would love if Kurt Angle appeared at WrestleMania. I think that would be an amazing opportunity for WWE to take the United States Championship off of Alberto Del Rio and give it back to John Cena. And have John Cena going into WrestleMania, the United States Champion, and have him have an open challenge. First time ever at WrestleMania. And out comes, to the surprise of everybody, WWE would keep this a surprise. Kurt Angle would come out and challenge John Cena for the United States Championship. What a match that would be. But that's not my prediction. I'm just giving you an idea of what you could do with Kurt Angle if you did bring him back to the WWE in 2016. He will be back in the WWE. But he will be back in the WWE in 2016 to rekindle his feud with Brock Lesnar. This is a great business move by WWE. Kurt Angle obviously is in very good health. He's clear of drugs. He's clean. He's gotten surgery. He's gotten repaired. His body is good. All he needs to do is go into TNA, accept their Hall of Fame induction, get him out the door, and into the WWE. There is money to be made, and I know Vince loves money. There is money to be made in Kurt Angle coming back to the WWE. Not everybody in the modern-day WWE might not know who Kurt Angle is. I doubt that half of the WWE Universe nowadays knows who Kurt Angle is. But that's why you bring him back after, immediately. He comes back to the WWE following this Hall of Fame induction from TNA, and you put him in the ring at WrestleMania with Brock Lesnar. There's nobody else for Lesnar to go up against. Would you rather see Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar, or would you rather see the rumored match of Brock Lesnar versus Bill Goldberg? I think the answer is simple to that question. Do it. Money. You need to fill WrestleMania this year in AT&T Stadium with 100,000 people. You need to make this the greatest event your company has ever held in any city, in any stadium. Kurt Angle in the WWE comes out on a random Monday Night Raw to accept Brock Lesnar's challenge for WrestleMania. Lesnar has done it all. Unless Lesnar wins the Royal Rumble, which I don't see happening. I really don't. He will be back in the WWE title hunt, but I don't see it happening now. Because I think the WWE has an even bigger idea for WrestleMania. Kurt Angle will be back in the WWE, and he will be at WrestleMania against Brock Lesnar. That's my prediction. I would love if it happened. If it doesn't, it certainly makes for a great discussion. Number 3. This is where I said in the beginning that I'm recording this video right before Monday Night Raw. We don't know what will happen with Roman Reigns against Sheamus with Vince McMahon tonight on Monday Night Raw. I'm making a bold prediction right now. Roman Reigns will escape Monday Night Raw with the WWE Championship. Triple H then will make his presence known. Now, I don't know if WWE is going to allow Triple H back on TV right now or closer to the Royal Rumble, but I will say this. WWE has a great opportunity here to create an intriguing storyline. Even though the outcome might be predictable, it still makes for an intriguing, good storyline that flows. I'm okay with predictability as long as it makes sense and as long as we are given adult-like content. I want blood. I want passion. I want anger. Roman Reigns needs to show those emotions going into the Royal Rumble and into WrestleMania season. Triple H will come back and pretty much say, if you can't get the job done to Vince McMahon and Stephanie and all these other fucking goons, the League of Nations, if you can't get the job done, I'm going to have to do it myself. Triple H will insert himself into the Royal Rumble, and he will give himself the number 30 position. That's what I think is going to happen. That would be fucking unbelievable. Abusing his power as the COO after what Roman Reigns did to him. Vince McMahon failed. Stephanie failed. The League of Nations failed. Triple H is so pissed off that he comes back from the brutal beating that happened at TLC and inserts himself into the Royal Rumble and gives himself the number 30 position without anybody knowing. That would be fucking awesome. Number 4, The Rock. Everybody's talking about The Rock. Everybody is talking about The Rock making huge announcements regarding WrestleMania and his inclusion in WrestleMania. Rock will be at WrestleMania. We don't know if he will be wrestling or not. My gut feeling says that he will be wrestling. You are not going to bring The Rock back for WrestleMania and not have him wrestle. This is going to be the biggest event in the history of this company. The Rock is probably the biggest name in company history, along with Austin. Austin will be there in some capacity. He will not be wrestling. But The Rock, fully capable of going, fully capable of wrestling, will be in the squared circle. What The Rock will be doing at WrestleMania, I'm telling you right now. I think we get Rock in the Rumble. I think we get The Rock coming out in the Royal Rumble. And I think we got a Final Four of somebody. One, I don't know who it could be. It could be anybody. It could be a Daniel Bryan. It could be an Undertaker. It could be a Lesnar. I don't know. It could be a Lesnar. Can you imagine this? The Final Four in the Rumble. Roman Reigns, The Rock, Triple H, and Brock Lesnar. Can you imagine that? Now, Roman Reigns might have to lose the title. Roman Reigns might have to lose the title, so you probably could eliminate Roman Reigns from that. He might still be the WWE champion at that point. Okay? He might still be the champion at that point, which would eliminate him from that equation. You could put Daniel Bryan in there. You could make it a Daniel Bryan, Rock, Triple H, and Brock Lesnar Final Four for the Rumble. Or an Undertaker. How about that? Undertaker, Rock, Brock Lesnar, and Triple H. Can you imagine that Final Four? The intrigue and the excitement in that fucking building that would happen if those names were in the Rumble. Rock will be in the Rumble. I think The Rock wins the Royal Rumble. And I think we get a main event of Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania in Dallas for the WWE Championship. That's what I think the WWE is setting up for. You're not going to announce The Rock in WrestleMania. You're not going to announce it now this far out unless you have a massive fucking plan. I think The Rock will be in the Royal Rumble. I think he will be in the Rumble itself, and I think he will win it. Final four: Rock, Taker, Lesnar, Triple H. That's my prediction. If it happens, it happens. If it don't, it makes for a great discussion, and this is what we do here. I would love it. I think The Rock wins the Rumble. I think Rock goes on to WrestleMania to fight his cousin, Roman Reigns. There is no better way to get Roman Reigns over. If this is the WWE's plan to get Roman Reigns over, there is no better way to do it than have The Rock, the greatest of all time, pass the torch to his cousin. What a test that would be. Now, the promos leading up to that probably will be completely lopsided because we all know how great The Rock is on the microphone. Roman Reigns, we don't know. If the WWE lets him loose and lets him be him, he may interact with his cousin, his family member, a little bit differently, and it might come off well on TV. We just don't know. That's what I think is going to happen. I think The Rock putting over Roman Reigns makes a much better impact than John Cena. I think John Cena versus The Undertaker will happen at WrestleMania. I think that needs to happen. Okay, so Rock winning the Rumble, Rock in the main event at WrestleMania versus Roman Reigns. I think that's where the WWE is going with this. Number 5, the Hardy Boys might not wrestle in 2016. That doesn't mean Matt Hardy can't wrestle. That doesn't mean Jeff Hardy can't be on TV. I think the Hardy Boys will return to the WWE. I think they will have a major impact on WWE television and in the tag team division. And I think they come back in 2016. And I think they will be teasing a return feud, whenever that happens, with the Dudley Boys towards the end of 2016. Matt and Jeff Hardy will be back with the WWE. This is another one where Matt Hardy is not supposed to say anything outside the box. He is still with TNA, contracted until February. He will be back in the WWE after his contract is up. He can't say any more after that. After what he's been talking about and been asked, he's with TNA until February. He can't say much now. Why would he blatantly say, yeah, I'm going to the WWE after my contract is up with TNA? Of course he's going to say, I'm here in TNA right now. That's the only thing that matters. I'm going to help this company get off the ground. That's it. Matt Hardy, Jeff Hardy, they will be back in the WWE in 2016 to tease a return match with the Dudley Boys towards the end of the year. Finn Balor makes his WWE main roster debut on the Monday Night Raw following WrestleMania. Finn Balor makes the main roster. I think Finn Balor is treated like, not like the other guys. Not like a Tyler Breeze, not like a Bo Dallas, not like anybody else from NXT. I think Finn Balor is treated like a king on the main roster. They pretty much have to. Finn Balor will be on the main roster. Finn Balor, towards the end of the year, will be fighting for the WWE Championship, or at least his name will be in discussion for the WWE Championship. That's the only way to go with this guy. Finn Balor is not a mid-level guy. He's not a mid-card guy. With that entrance, that look, and the in-ring skill, he is nothing but a main eventer. They've built him up so well down in NXT as the face of that company for NXT. You need to transition this better than anybody coming up from NXT onto the main roster. It has to work. Finn Balor cannot fail on the main roster. There's no way to me that he can fail. Finn Balor will be on the main roster with the WWE following WrestleMania. Enzo and Cass, another one from NXT. I think Enzo and Cass make a surprise WWE main roster debut following the WrestleMania event, that Monday Night Raw, following the following Monday Night Raw after WrestleMania. I think they make their debut. I think the New Day holds the titles until WrestleMania and after WrestleMania, and we see Enzo and Cass come out on Monday Night Raw to challenge the New Day and take the belts from them. That's when the crowd will be the hottest. That's when the crowd will be completely amped. Most of the people who went to WrestleMania will be at that Monday Night Raw. They will know. They will be at the NXT event as well. They're probably going to all 3 events. They will know who Enzo and Cass are. They will know that they have to fucking blow the roof off that building when they make their entrance. Enzo and Cass make a surprise debut the Monday Night Raw following WrestleMania to win the tag team titles from the New Day. That's my prediction for that. It's a long time coming. There's nothing more for Enzo and Cass to do down on the NXT roster. It's about time they make their way to the main roster. WWE has had a few opportunities to do it. You know, they could have did it after SummerSlam in Brooklyn. They could have did it on the last Raw of the year in Brooklyn. None of those would have the most impact compared to the Monday Night Raw following WrestleMania. So I think Finn Balor and Enzo and Cass make their WWE main roster debuts with the WWE after WrestleMania. Bray Wyatt will finally hold the WWE, not the championship. I was going to say WWE. I got WWE Championship here. I don't think Bray Wyatt is going to be in WWE Championship contention. But I think Bray Wyatt will finally hold WWE Gold in 2016. U.S. title, Intercontinental Championship, whatever. I don't think Bray Wyatt right now is going to be in discussion for the WWE Championship when you got Brock Lesnar and you got a hopeful Daniel Bryan return and a Seth Rollins and a Roman Reigns. He certainly could be in discussion. He's definitely deserving of it. But I think Bray Wyatt will finally hold WWE Gold in 2016. It's about that time. He's lasted how many years now without any WWE championships around his waist? He's got the mic work, he's got the look, he's got the in-ring skill, he's got the persona to carry gold. Bray Wyatt's character comes off as if he doesn't need gold, that he's above any championship in the WWE, but that doesn't mean he doesn't deserve it. I think all the hard work and the passion and the emotion that he puts in his character certainly deserves to be rewarded, and that is with the WWE Intercontinental Championship. I think that is going to happen in 2016. AJ Styles will work with the WWE in 2016. I think this will happen. The reason why I think this will happen is because you're going to take Finn Balor out of NXT. It breaks my heart to say this, but I wanted a Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens match at WrestleMania. I don't think this is going to happen. I think Sami Zayn is going to be the next one in line to challenge Finn Balor at NXT Dallas for WrestleMania weekend. And I think Sami Zayn regains the WWE NXT Championship. And he moves on with that company for at least another year. You know, Sami Zayn said on Breaking Ground on the WWE Network, if they're going to put him back down in NXT after this surgery and after this rehabilitation, he feels like it's going to be a step backwards. I think Finn Balor right now is more than ready to be on the main roster. Finn Balor is 34 years old. If you want to make him one of the faces of the WWE, if you want to strike with him now, you have to do it, being that he's 34 years old. You know? The way he wrestles and his style, he might not be around for that much longer. 5 years tops. You got to strike now. Sami Zayn, probably, if announced, to go against Finn Balor at NXT Dallas, NXT TakeOver Dallas, is going to win the NXT title, and Finn Balor is going to move up to the main roster. Sami Zayn will be down there in NXT. You are going to need a major name to take the spot of Finn Balor if you're going to remove him from NXT. There's no better name right now. If he gets all these injuries squared away and he gets rest and some surgery if needed, AJ Styles. He's been blowing off the questions, saying that he hasn't been contacted by WWE. He hasn't had a thought about WWE, even though his contract with everybody else is coming to an end. AJ Styles is coming to the WWE. If the WWE wants to make NXT serious, profitable, and take them on the road every single week, AJ Styles will need to be there in the WWE. He will need to be there. And I think that's the one name you go after. Austin Aries has been spotted at the NXT Performance Center early. This was well before Hell in a Cell. This was around the time of Hell in a Cell, around the time of Survivor Series. Austin Aries was there. I think WWE is getting ready to load up NXT with some prime talent. AJ Styles, Jay Lethal, and Austin Aries. If you're going to remove Finn Balor, which I think they will this year, There's no better way than with AJ Styles and those two other guys, man. Lethal and Austin Aries. I think NXT will be set for a very, very long time if the WWE does what needs to be done. Okay? And finally, guys, this one is out there. This one is out there. Roman Reigns will turn heel. Roman Reigns will turn heel in 2016. Why will Roman Reigns turn heel? Roman Reigns will turn heel simply because Seth Rollins is coming back. And Seth Rollins is going to be a face upon return. Roman Reigns will outlast everything thrown at him up until WrestleMania. He will beat the Authority. He will overcome Triple H. He will have overcome Vince McMahon. He will overcome The Rock at WrestleMania. And from there, his throne awaits. WWE Champion Roman Reigns. The pressure of being number one is going to get to Roman Reigns. Storyline-wise, it will get to Roman Reigns. After everything that Roman Reigns has been through in 2016 following WrestleMania's win over The Rock, there's nobody else to challenge Roman Reigns besides a John Cena. I think John Cena will be inserted into the WWE Championship picture to help get Roman Reigns and further Roman Reigns. Now, if you envision this the way I did before coming on here, this will work. John Cena is the face of the WWE. Roman Reigns is going to be the new face of the WWE, but I don't think he will be as impactful as a face if you're going to compare him working as a heel. I wanted him to be heel, and the WWE has had opportunities to work him as a heel following Survivor Series. That was the one big chance, and they failed. And that included Dean Ambrose. I think Dean Ambrose, and my storyline with Dean Ambrose overcoming all the odds and winning the Royal Rumble and going on to fight Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, that was a great idea. But obviously WWE wants it even bigger. Obviously they want these part-timers to come into WrestleMania to help sell that event. Roman Reigns will turn heel because the pressure of being number one. He goes against John Cena. The next test will be John Cena for Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns will continually cheat to win. The pressure of maintaining his good standing with the audience. The pressure of holding on to the title because of all these obstacles thrown at him will get to Roman Reigns. They will beat down Roman Reigns. They will get inside Roman Reigns' head. And the only way he knows how is to cheat to win. Constantly, week after week, pay-per-view by pay-per-view, Roman Reigns will get by using the sleaziest tactics to retain the WWE Championship. Dean Ambrose then will speak up. Dean Ambrose will then speak up on behalf of everybody, asking Roman Reigns, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing what you are doing? This is not the Roman that I know. The Roman that I know would go out there, Superman punching everybody, not giving a fuck. No matter if he wins or he loses. Roman was always the Roman that I know was always happy about coming out on top and getting things done the right way. Didn't you mention to Triple H that you wouldn't take the cheap route to get the title at Survivor Series, and you went through 4 matches in the tournament, ended with me and you staring down in the middle of that ring, and you beat me for the title, fair and square, the way things are supposed to be done. Dean Ambrose is going to speak up about this. Roman Reigns is not going to take lightly to this. He feels like Dean Ambrose is pressuring him and bullying him with accusations of not being the same Roman that I used to know last year. Up in that point, Roman's going to turn on Dean. Roman is going to turn on Dean, and we are going to have a Roman versus Dean feud for the WWE Championship. The way it should be. All greats go through this phase. All of the greats in the WWE at one time or another have been heel. Roman Reigns will be a heel in 2016. Roman, Dean, battling for the title the way it should have been, the way I thought of at Survivor Series, this will happen in 2016. With Seth Rollins coming back as face, I think we will get that triple threat Shield match either at SummerSlam or at WrestleMania 33. I think that's what's going to happen. I think Roman turning heel. Now that's completely going outside the box. That is a very, very bold prediction by me. More than likely not going to happen. But I just gave you guys a possible storyline for them to do. And that works. And I love that idea. I think Roman as a heel would be absolutely fantastic. Especially if you involve Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns cheating to get ahead after he said he would not with Triple H to try and regain that title week after week, month after month, and hold on to that one prize that he's worked so hard. The pressure of holding that title is going to beat down Roman Reigns. He's going to use the sleaziest tactics to do it until Dean Ambrose speaks up. And then Roman Reigns says, you know what? Fuck you, Dean. And turns on Dean, turning heel in the process. Seth Rollins comes back. We get a Shield triple threat. And that's going to be fucking amazing when it does happen. That's my prediction for Roman Reigns. Probably not going to happen. But it's definitely something to talk about. And I love that idea. And finally, guys, one more I think will definitely happen. That was my top 10. This is an honorable mention. Owen Hart will be inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2016, WrestleMania weekend. If the WWE can put out a DVD about Owen Hart and honor him in that way, I think honoring him finally in the Hall of Fame is what needs to be done. The Hall of Fame is not complete, or was not complete, without Owen Hart. They finally put Randy Savage in. Ultimate Warrior's in there. And I think Owen Hart is the next to go into the Hall of Fame. Nobody has ever said a bad thing about Owen Hart. Everybody that has been interviewed about Owen Hart loved Owen. There is no reason for anybody in the Hart family to keep this going on. Owen in the WWE Universe needs to be idolized and honored at WrestleMania. Owen Hart will be inducted into the Hall of Fame of 2016 WrestleMania weekend. That's an honorable mention. I think that will definitely happen this year. If not, it's a damn shame. Those are my predictions for 2016, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit that thumbs up. Greatly appreciate it. If you guys want more WWE content, I'm on here every Monday night following Monday Night Raw for a review of the show. And as always, on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with Off the Script, my podcast right here on YouTube.com, nearing 100 episodes. If you guys did enjoy, like I said, hit that thumbs up. If you want to support the show, please go visit my ProWrestlingTees.com online shop with my new t-shirts, man. Get Off My TV in the official Off the Script prototype t-shirt, $19.99. They are delivered anywhere in the United States as well as internationally. Come in all sizes. That's ProWrestlingTees.com/offthescript. Until then, guys, I will see you on Off the Script Friday. This is JD. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.